That is an angry gesture that he just sent at Jimenez into Drew Park. Let's get this party started.
Jimenez looking chill.
Ladies and gentlemen, this featherweight MMA bout is brought to you by Benny Boy's Barbershop. Introduciendo la esquina azul, este luchador se encuentra 5 pies 8 pulgadas, pesando en 144.8 libras, luchando fuera de Aurora, Colorado, representando V10 Colorado, presentando Jonathan John Jimenez. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This warrior stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in 142.5 pounds, fighting out of Oceanside. Welcome, Zach Bing Bong Blumberg.
Looking at the neck of Zach, you have to wonder how many times he made that.
Your referee for this contest, Chris Molina.
You have to wonder how many times he made that throat-cutting gesture because he seems to have a red mark on his own neck just from dragging his thumb across.
Maybe he just did it really hard once, or maybe there was some practice behind the scenes. In any case, Blumberg in the red tape, Jimenez in the blue. Again, referee Chris Molina on duty for this one, about to get underway.
Jimenez looks so chill, man, just relaxed.
Oh my goodness! Zachary Blumberg stops the fight in under 2 seconds! Are you kidding me? Woo! What did we just see? And a backflip to cap it off!
Whoa! Man, you cannot ask for a better debut than that.
You can't look away for a second.
Oh my word, Zachary Blumberg.
I'm gonna need that replay like 10 more times.
Bing, bong.
Wow, that was maybe the quickest.
That's the fastest stoppage I've ever seen in an MMA fight.
Ever. I was gonna say.
Here's the replay. Here's the replay.
Chris Molina doesn't even get his hands back at his sides yet. Bang! Bang.
Beautiful overhand right, and then 2 to the body. And Jimenez seems to be feeling those 2 to the body even more than 1 to the head right now.
That was flawless.
Taking that moment, I mean, how do you can't ask for a better performance.
Nope.
Nope.
We'll see it again here. I mean, you can't show this replay enough times. Here's the whole fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Touch gloves,
right
touch the foot, bang. Beautiful overhand right. Little angle change sets it up.
Right on the chin, right to the body.
And those 2 shots to the solar plexus, man, directly didn't miss an inch, hit the solar plexus perfectly.
Posing for pictures now, well deserved. Zach Blumberg out of Mutant MMA. I mean, what a performance. See him get his hand raised now into Drew Park to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this may be the fastest knockout in Flex Fight Series history.
Here we see the replay again.
Chris Molina calls a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the very first round with your winner by knockout, Zach Bing Bong Blumberg.
So in his very first mixed martial arts fight, Zach Blumberg makes a statement, moving to 1-0 in 2 seconds, the fastest knockout in Flex Fight Series history.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This warrior stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in 135 pounds, fighting out of Providence, Rhode Island, representing Yale Fitness. Help me welcome 𝐀𝐻𝐿 Verdugo. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This warrior stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in 135.8 pounds, fighting out of Montclair, New Jersey, representing MK Muay Thai. Help me welcome Dwayne Holman.
I'm gonna call those gold trunks the Louis V's.
Louis Vuitton. I was just gonna say.
Holman coming out, pumping a jab.
The classic Thai stance from 𝐀𝐻𝐿.
Yeah, that's straight up, right?
Yup. checking the kicks early, though.
Holman says, I want to end this bonus bout fast. He knows we're hungry. He knows we're thirsty.
That was a hell of a combination, ripping to the body from Holman.
Holman finding a home for that jab early on.
He closes the distance with it so quickly. You don't have a chance to react to it at all.
When you're fighting someone in that tie stance, where do you aim?
You keep them on their back foot. You keep them pushing, exactly what Dwayne's doing. Push him back. Don't let him set his feet where he can start unleashing those tie round kicks or get a good clinch. You see now how well Yelson's trying to use that clinch.
Verdugo not being able to get off early on. It's been all Holman. Whether those landed or not, a lot of activity out of Holman.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that the hesitancy from Yeltsin here is not really opening up yet. Still feeling him out, but after a flurry like that,
You got to bounce back.
You got to throw something back, otherwise you told him, okay, do that as much as you want.
see the contrast in styles. Like I said, the classically trained Thai fighter, Yeltsin, heavier with the feet. Holman coming in more behind his boxing, but setting up his kicks with his hands.
I love
lots of combinations.
There it is, a right hand, and that exchange from Holman.
I love the Holman's attacking the front leg. He's been using his inside sweep quite a lot, doing what he can to take away the offense.
When Yeltsin throws, he lets his hands go, his chin tends to come up straight up in the air.
That seems to be why Dwayne is having such success in those long exchanges. He draws the counters out, gets the hands down and the chin up, and that's where he's able to land as well as he's been.
Closing on 30 seconds. A good round here from Dwayne Holman. A lot of activity.
Yeah, much busier.
A lot of accuracy, too.
Much busier fighter.
I really like Dwayne's head movement, too. He's a very hard target to find. Anytime Yeltsin has gotten anything going, Dwayne makes a little pivot, and he's out. You see there again, nice little pivot. Yeltsin not able to land much of anything in that three-spread combination.
Second round underway. Dwayne Holman, really good round. Round one, we're in the gray and black trunks. Houston Verdugo in the Louis V's. Got to see more action from Verdugo. Up that pace. So far, it's been all Holman.
No!
There it is.
Caught Dwayne taking a moment to, I'm not sure what he was doing.
Protect himself at all times.
Reaching down to clear something off his feet.
Might have stepped on something. Or
Definitely the wrong time to be doing that.
well, I'll tell you what, there's like, in between fights, there's like 50 people in the cage.
Yeah. Looks like he might have stepped on something that punctured his foot, maybe?
A lot of people in the cage in between fights. This guy's barefoot. Anything remotely sharp, don't want to step on.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it hurts. I thought Verdugo had some momentum there too.
Dan, you got to figure we're up. We got to be up in the 500 fight mark here. That was a first.
I'm surprised it doesn't happen more, especially a white cage. Hard to see stuff. Good jab from Holman.
And again, just the way he gets right back out of range, right back to his comfort zone. Boom, little angle change. Nope, I don't want to fight now. And then when he's ready to go, right forward he goes.
Oh, big right hand from Verdugo.
That was a really good combination from Verdugo. Lightning quick. Got the attention of Holman. You can see he's got a look in his eye like, whoa, did I just get hit with?
That was the first combination and strike of consequence, I feel like, so far for Verdugo.
That overhand grazing right, it caught Verdugo. Now he is shelling up.
Brawling now.
Because you know why Holman's brawling? Because he got hurt.
Yeah, that took the tactician right out of him.
Both fighters hurt or staggered here in round 2.
It's a little bit of that little brothering, right? Your brother hits you with something that hurts, you try to do it right back.
Under a minute here. Better round for Verdugo.
Holman's still on that bike, man. Really a hard target to find.
I like the way Verdugo now is chopping down the legs.
Yeah, but he's building up momentum here. Much better round 2.
I'd like to see Verdugo.
Oh! Leg kick. Score a knockdown there from Holman. Any momentum that Verdugo had was just negated right there with a perfectly placed leg strike.
Beautifully set up by the oldest trick in the book. Kick him low, look low, and then kick high.
Great answer from Dwayne Holman.
See if Holman's looking to pour it on here. He looked like he was coming out.
We're going to round number 3.
Boom.
Right on the back of the head.
He just caught 𝐂𝐤𝐤𝐿 walking into range.
I mean, it's a pro kickboxing title bout.
Let's see if Holman looks to pour it on here in this 3rd round.
I'd like to see him establish that pace that he did in the 1st round earlier, that tempo of in, hit a big combination, get out. When he did that, he really kept 𝐂𝐤𝐤𝐿 on his back foot and kept him nervous to cross that space between them.
And there's a lot of opportunity here for Holman to land some big counters. When 𝐂𝐤𝐤𝐿 kicks, his hands are coming down.
And he's a big...
Big right hand.
One thing 𝐂𝐤𝐿𝐤𝐿's being fairly guilty of is what we would call a naked round kick. Throwing the rear leg round kick with no setup, no feint, no counter, just throwing it out there. And it's a great opportunity for Holman to close the distance and put those big hands on him like he did.
This is the 3rd and final round. Holman in control, had that big knockdown in round 2. Thought he won round 1. Verdugo had a lot of momentum there in the 2nd round till he got dropped. I like to see him go for broke here. But cautiously, you know. Still a close fight.
He's not taking advantage when Dwayne's backing himself onto the cage either. This is where he's got to try to cut him off. He's got to cut him off with some volume.
Because that's what Dwayne's able to do so well. Open that space up and then close it when he wants. And 𝐂𝐤𝐿 just kind of letting him do it. He's letting him dance out there, not using any footwork to keep him cornered.
Big right hand from Holman, and that is a wrap.
Woo! Wow.
A one-hitter quitter.
Wow.
Gotta get the replay of that.
Here it comes again.
Here comes the knockout.
Yeah. Little feint, little feint. Boom!
Boom. Out.
And he's zombieing big time after he gets dropped. Arms out.
Here's another look at the replay.
Little feint.
Just load it up and hit him on the right.
Yeah.
Lights out.
They don't get much cleaner than that.
Ladies and gentlemen, official Kenny Sabertooth Vasquez calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute 47 seconds of the 3rd round. With your winner by knockout, Swerve Holman. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout takes place in the men's middleweight MMA division, brought to you by Benny Boy's Barbershop. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This warrior stands at 5 feet, 11 inches tall, weighing in 185 pounds. Fighting out of Brooklyn, New York. Representing Hoboken Fight Club. Help me welcome Rob Goren. And introducing his opponent fighting out of the red corner. This warrior stands at 6 feet tall, weighing in 185 pounds. Fighting out of Egypt, representing EEFC. Help me welcome Fathi El-Sani. And when the action begins, your referee for this contest, Chris Molina.
You got your classic North Jersey versus Egypt matchup. We've all been there before.
You know, what's interesting is Fathi's bringing in a lot of wrestling experience, and Rob with that jiu-jitsu purple belt. We'll see who can blend that style to make it work best for them here in mixed martial arts.
Fathi El-Sani in the black and white. Rob Guerin in the black and red trunks. Your referee is Chris Molina.
Oh.
Fastest feet in the East. Left hand there from El-Sani. He's
Crisp.
got very crisp. Caught Guerin coming in. Guerin lands a right hand of his own and follows it up with a left. This is some athleticism on display. Good Lord, they're banging.
High pace.
El-Sani just basically threw Guerin across the cage.
You see the composure of El-Sani. Not a ton of fight experience, but he's been in there before. A little bit more composed.
He's got a good chin on him, El-Sani, because he just ate a right hand and got a massive cut over the right eye of Guerin. That is leaking.
Yeah, El-Sani is throwing straight punches down the pipe. Crisp, ones and twos.
This is violent here. 1 minute in. We got blood. We got leather flying. Another Saturday night for the Flex Fight Series. Guerin's looking at it. He's playing with it. The cut, that's a big cut.
Yeah, and it's leaking into his eyes.
That's the worst place to be cut, is right above the eye, because like you said, Dave, leaks right to the eye.
Yeah, that could become problematic. El-Sani just got out of the way of that kick. Oh, big uppercut from Guerin.
Huge uppercut.
Guerin is a little bit more unorthodox, and it seems to be throwing El-Sani off a little bit. El-Sani's a little bit more classic striker, disciplined, straight punches. Superman punch from Guerin misses. El-Sani not really able to get his wrestling working just yet. Guerin's doing a good job of negating his level changes. Doing a real good job with that overhook and whizzer. Looks like to be a low blow there. And you got the doctor in there checking it out now.
He's looking at the cut. Guerin took a knee to the cup, and he's got a massive cut over his right eye. So
he's encountering just about everything you can for his first fight.
A lot of adversity early on. So about overcoming the adversity. Fathi El-Sani in the black and white trunks. Rob Guerin in the black and white. Got a bulldog on his. Oh, a massive right hand there from Guerin. Partially lands, because if that landed clean, it would have been lights out for El-Sani.
And Guerin is swinging for the fences. El-Sani's really got to stay disciplined here, because if one of those lands, could be lights out. El-Sani now able to get that wrestling working, secures a takedown. Guerin on his back inside a full guard here.
A lot of action here in round one. Packing everything you can possibly want in a fight into 3 minutes.
El-Sani looking to posture up.
That is the end of round one.
Yeah, El-Sani's got to stay disciplined in the second round. El-Sani's straight punches right down the pipe, a little bit more classic style. Guerin's a little bit more wild.
There's that right, Guerin. If you're El-Sani, you got to maybe figure it's going to come and try to counter it.
Yeah, he's just got to stay.
Oh,
that's
leg
it.
kick. It is all over.
Wow.
Fathi El-Sani just put Egypt on the map and just put Long Island on notice. Good God, that was lethal.
As you said, he needs to counter. He countered, but he countered with a kick, and it caught Guerin off guard.
Rob Guerin doesn't know where he is. Just let him lay down. We got to take a look at that replay. That was Lethal. Right on the money, perfectly timed, didn't pounce because he knew the guy was out. Bam.
Wow. Fathy El-Sani.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chris Molina calls a stop to this contest at 13 seconds of the second round. With your winner by knockout, Fathy El-Sani.
I'm here with your winner, Fathy El-Sani. Fathy, what a knockout. I'm going to go out and say you're an early contender for knockout of the year, not just here in Flex, but I think all over combat sports. You had a tough fight with Rob. He was a little bit unorthodox. Seems in the first round, you kind of had a little bit of trouble finding your range with him, but in that second round, obviously you figured him out. What was the adjustment you were looking to make in that second round?
Well, in the first round, I'm like trying to read like the other opponent, and the second round, trying to find like a gap and hit him. So I did it as planned, you know. That's what I was playing for. So first, I just want to thank everybody who came here today. You guys just made it happen. So I want to thank my friends like Jeremiah. I want to thank like John, Diana Grassi, everybody. I'm training in the best place in the world. Like that's what I believe. We got like a lot of guys in UFC. Let's go.
Well, being in that training room there at the EFFC, you know, working with, like you said, a lot of top-level guys, it's only going to get up from here. You're going to have some more competition now. You just made a big splash. What do you got coming down the pipe? What are you looking for next? You got anybody? You got your eyes on anybody on the roster here?
Yeah, I mean, I want to I feel like I want to fight every weekend because I'm planning to be the best in the world for 185 middleweight class. I will be the best in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout takes place in the men's middleweight kickboxing division. This fight is brought to you by Benny Boy's Barbershop and Vita Cryo. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This warrior stands at 6 feet tall, weighing in 185 pounds. Fighting out of Lakeland, Florida. Representing Carlson Gracie. Help me welcome Shaka Zulu Birdie. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This warrior stands at 6 feet tall, weighing in 181 pounds, fighting out of Brentwood, Strong Island, New York. Representing Victory MMA, help me welcome Ruel, the Jamaican Hitman Purge. Your referee for this contest, Kenny Coquito Vasquez.
There we go.
You just had to remind him, that was all.
I have to say, I did ask Andrew in the cage before. I asked him what was going on. He just smiled at me, so I guess he just did need a reminder.
So we had something planned. We got to see it after all. Bernie in the blue tape here, Purge in the red. Purge opens up with an inside low kick, then one to the body.
Oh, big right hand counter.
Purge is shredded, man. That guy is in shape. Big swing there from Bernie.
Oh,
Big shot to the body there from Bernie.
Yeah, that body shot hurt him.
Yeah, Bernie's got power in that right hand. This pace, I don't know if this pace will be able to be kept up for 3 rounds.
Seriously.
Well, if it starts that way, we're going to find out whose conditioning is better, for sure.
Something you don't see very often here is Bernie is fighting in his cup trunks.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That happened to a friend of mine years ago, probably about 12, 13 years ago in New Jersey. I don't know if you guys remember back when Sprawl first released the grip pants on the inside.
Yep.
Those are illegal, and he wore them to fight, and the commission told him to take them off as he entered the cage.
It could be a creative choice. He does seem more aerodynamic without all that baggage on the extra shorts.
Are you going to tell me next that there's so much room for activities, TJ?
Just a little extra room for activities. Actually, a smaller cage here tonight than we had our last show at Flex 16, that being a pro MMA show.
Oh, big kick from Purge there. Doesn't seem like it got all the way over the shoulder, but no fluff on that motion.
tell you, Bernie just looks almost too calm in a way.
Yeah, not phased at all.
When he does open up.
That right hand is not calm at all.
No.
And when he does open up, he's throwing everything with intent.
Yeah. He's really looping the right hand, and Purge seems to be wise to it now.
And, you know, Bernie not reacting at all to the taunts from Purge.
Bernie staying calm and composed in there up until the final bell. And that round saw both gentlemen experience some success, but Bernie looking very composed on the other side of that blue corner.
Bernie looks like he's just ready to go into class. Like he's not phased at all.
Touch of gloves, second round is underway.
Reminds me of Kenny Florian. Kenny Florian used to get into the cage and just kind of look almost like he wasn't there. Just very calm, not hyped up at all. Oh!
See, Purge is setting that up. He's throwing the low kick by itself. You know,
that grazed him. It did graze him. It connected a little bit.
So Bernie's setting that up. He's hitting him low with the low kick a couple of times with no setup, and then he looks low, throws it again. He just doesn't, he can't quite get it over the shoulder. Bernie's a pretty thick guy, so getting over those big shoulders is saying something.
Bernie received some instruction from Kenny Vasquez following that last one. Big right hand landed for Purge.
Chopping up that leg is Purge.
Purge is really, I like that Purge is targeting that rear right leg kick because he's noticing that Bernie's got that lead hand very low.
Exactly. He's using his hand to address the kick, which is a terrible idea.
And still scoring points and setting up that high kick, as you mentioned, James, starting off low, then coming up upstairs.
Since he's not able to land the kick successfully, a great move for him to pull would be to feint the round kick and come with the right hand with a Superman punch, or just a straight right hand by itself. Show the hip, show the kick, and then bang, put a right hand behind it.
Coming up on 30 seconds remaining now in the second round of action. Purge starting to find his rhythm.
Trying to put on a show here is Purge.
Yeah, Bernie's not taking the bait whatsoever. Completely unfazed by the taunts. See Bernie chewing on that mouthpiece. I don't know if it's a sign.
Oh, big right high kick drops him. That's the end of the fight. Purge. He was looking for it the whole time. He found it there. Third time's the charm. Woo! Well, Purge saying hi to everybody in the crowd tonight.
Exactly.
Well earned and a patient victory.
I was a man with a plan and he executed it.
Exactly. Hit that leg, hit that leg, hit that leg over and over and over again. And as he saw Bernie reaching for the kick again and again, he kept hitting it, and then boom.
Let's take another look at this one. Setting it up, patient, as you mentioned, James. Showing the right hand, brings the right foot right up top. Face first, Bernie went down.
What a showing by Royal Purge.
An amazing win and putting on a show while he did it.
Get another look at this highlight reel knockout from Purge. Beautiful right high kick.
But it was a pattern we saw all fight long. Chopping at the leg, and Bernie kept dropping his hand to deal with the kick, which is a great way to break your hand and a great way to get kicked in the head.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kenny Coquito Vasquez calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute 44 seconds of the second round with your winner by knockout, Ruel, the Jamaican Hitman Purge.
Ruel Purge. Are you ready to go viral off that one? Right now, man, I'm speechless.
Well, you definitely didn't leave us speechless. Incredible performance. I know you were targeting that kick early on. I noticed that Bernie was kind of keeping that lead hand low. Is that something you saw? And you stayed patient and you finally landed that home run shot. But what did you see that was leading you to target that?
Well, first of all, when we started out, I realized he has a strong cross. He has a strong cross in his punch, so I said, you know what? I heard Charlie, my coach, and Gus
they were telling me to calm down, you know, relax, time. And I realized that he didn't have much power, so I said, all right, let me work on the leg kicks, just like coach told me to do. You have a powerful leg kick, and I started to work on the leg kicks. By the way, just so you all know, I'm a fan of Anderson Silva. That's how that knockout came about. Because kept on picking on the legs, realized that he was winded, heard my two brothers saying, he's winded, bro. I said, all right, I'm gonna work on the leg kicks, trick him like Silva. Boom, up top, headshot, gunshot.
Well, unbelievably timed, well done. You're probably gonna go viral off that one. I'm sure that one's already up on the internet now. 2-0 in your career. What's next for the Purge?
Well, the Purge want to give his speech, right? First thing, thank God, always. Glory to God. Second thing is thank Shaka and his coach. They came all the way from Florida, man. This guy has guts. This guy has guts, right? All right, so what's next for the Purge? Let's see, who knows? Got to talk to my wifey over there and see what's up, you know? I want to shout out to all the Victory Martial Arts. I got the best fucking coach. Love them. Right? Wifey, she keeps my diet well. See? I got my two brothers. Big up Jamaica. You don't know Jamaican funk. Medea. Omar punches, respect. I also want to say thank you to all my friends. There are so many of you here. Caesar, I see you guys over there. Tina at home, Captain Hebert. Love you all, man. Mom and Dad, I know Dad is a little scared, so he's watching at home. But anyway, Pops, I did it. Right? Respect, Dave.
Ruel Purge, normally we don't give that much post-fight interview time, but you earned it with that highlight reel knockout. Congratulations, and have your wife talk to the matchmaker and figure out what's next for you. I look forward to calling your fights in the future.
Now making the walk to the red corner, 𝐀𝐛𝐨𝐮𝐭.
𝐀𝐻𝐨𝐿, 31 years old, at a Manifest Martial Arts in Greenville, South Carolina, making her way to the cage.
Training 5 years. Martial arts background, Taekwondo. Interesting. Both women have backgrounds in. Jenna has a background in karate, and 𝐀𝐻𝐨𝐿 has a background in Taekwondo. So it should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, both have some traditional martial arts backgrounds.
Yeah.
We'll see who can make the transition here and blend those martial arts and blend pieces of those games here to the kickboxing more effectively.
Yeah.
Got the tail of the tape here. 𝐀𝐻𝐨𝐿 4-0. Against Jennifer Sudam 1-0. 6 foot for Jennifer Sudam. 𝐀𝐻𝐿 5'9". There's going to be
substantial
height and weight reach disadvantage.
We're going to see how Jenna uses that height advantage and how 𝐀𝐻𝐿
deals
with it.
Yeah,
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next fight of the evening is a welterweight kickboxing feature brought to you by our friends at Urban Ice Botanicals. This for the Flex Fight Series Welterweight Kickboxing Championship. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This warrior stands 6 feet tall, weighing in 169.6 pounds. Fighting out of Long Branch, New Jersey, representing Hammer Nation Fight Team. Help me welcome Jenna Sudam. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, This warrior stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in 166.8 pounds. Fighting out of Greenville, South Carolina, representing Manifest Martial Arts. Help me welcome 𝐂𝐨𝐦𝐞𝐫𝐯𝐞. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Kenny Sabertooth Vasquez.
All right. The particulars out of the way. The welterweight kickboxing title is on the line here. 𝐀𝐛𝐨𝐮𝐭 and 𝐂𝐨𝐦𝐞𝐫𝐯𝐞. I think I've mispronounced Jenna's name a few times. I apologize.
Both seem like southpaws. I think Jenna actually switches. Cassandра's a southpaw.
Yeah, you see Jennifer switching
For
right
the
there on the
moment.
break, yeah.
Yeah. Starting out with low kicks. They're taking their time.
Good combination from Jenna coming forwards behind that. Try to catch that teep. Both look very composed here.
Yeah, like they have a lot of experience. Very technical, taking their time.
You can see off the bat here, I see Jenna kind of a fusion between, you know, Dutch kickboxing style stance and the traditional Thai stance, a little bit more square.
Yeah.
She kind of goes back and forth. That head kick landed from Cassandra.
Cassandra has some.
I think that
awesome
rocked her,
kicks.
possibly.
When I was back in the room where we were doing the exit interviews, Cassandra was hitting the pads, and I had to stop her for a minute. I was like, can you just give us a second? Because I couldn't hear myself think over the sound of her kicks hitting the pads.
She landed a big head kick just now. I think that if it didn't rock Jenna, it certainly got her attention.
Yeah.
If it did hurt her, she had a good poker face on. She came forward with a nice little blitz.
I
ones
guess
and twos.
that just kind of showed her she just can't walk forward with impunity.
Right. Got to manage. Got to come forward behind something. Can't walk yourself right into that range.
And she's Cassandra has a Taekwondo background. That may be like a little bit of that Taekwondo aspect, that no cell head kick.
Yeah, that thing came out pretty quick.
You can see some of that.
Oh, wow, spinning back fist.
Wow, Cassandra.
I don't think spinning back fists are allowed.
Yeah, not an amateur.
No, yeah, they're not. Which I think is a shame. But, you know, and you saw Jenna kind of react to that, like, hey, what's going on here?
I'm just glad it didn't affect the fight at all.
Yeah.
You know, we know, okay. It's just tough. I mean, you're in the heat of battle, and then there's so many rules, and it's, okay, we're doing this type of fight. You can't do this, then. I'm fighting. You know, it's difficult to decipher through all of that.
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure why spinning back fist is not allowed in amateurs.
I heard it in a rules meeting one time that one of the officials, one of the judges, had a person he was training throw a spinning back fist in an amateur fight and break their arm on the person's head or on their guard.
So what? It doesn't matter though. Like,
you can break your arm to blocking a kick. You know.
Didn't we just see a fight get finished because a guy hurt his leg? Like,
I mean, it's the same reason that a 12-6 elbow is illegal in MMA.
Yeah.
Because somebody saw a traditional karate guy break ice with his elbow and felt like that was way too devastating.
I'm not a big fan of some of these rules. I mean, bottom line is that these fighters are throwing bones at each other.
Exactly. I'll let you know right now, a shin to the head is probably the worst thing you can take.
100%.
Other than getting hit by a car, right? So
a heel might be up there.
A heel will definitely crack your skull. Hardest part of your body.
Round two.
Trading kicks.
𝐀𝐶 and Jennifer 𝐶 𝐮𝐭.
Both fighters light on their toes, showing good technique and poise.
And I like this way I see Jenna pressing the action here, trying to use that reach advantage that she has.
Yeah. She definitely wants to control the center and herd her into where she wants Cassandra to be.
Oh!
That Taekwondo background is definitely showing itself.
Wheel kick, and that was toes to the chin of Jenna.
Exactly. You can see Jenna's face as it was coming. She stepped back a little bit, like she's going to throw the spinning back fist again, and then it was not a spinning back fist.
Yeah,
I think Cassandra
an inch or two more, that might have put her out.
Yeah. I feel like Cassandra is losing an opportunity right now. She should just keep that momentum going.
just from that shock and awe.
Yes,
Not even
yes.
necessarily from the impactfulness
Exactly.
of the kick, more of the, oh my gosh, what just hit me kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah, if that's not going to keep Jenna on her toes, I'm not sure what will. But she's got to know now that she's got an opponent in front of her. It's got a deep tool bag of tricks there that can come out at any point in time.
Yeah. Jenna should get those low kicks going.
Oh, and there
Back
it is
to the
again.
well again.
She's keeping that range for this reason.
Jenna is too far.
I'd like to see Cassandra set that up a little better, or even more importantly, follow it up.
She's from South Carolina, Cassandra. So a lot of times they have high level karate and taekwondo
Yeah,
in the
Stephen
South.
Thompson.
Exactly. What about, I think maybe 2020 I fought, like 2020 out in the tournament. I fought a guy from South Carolina. The guy, he was literally fighting like Stephen Thompson. Literally.
There's a chance he could have been from Stephen Thompson's gym.
Yeah, he was training with Stephen Thompson too.
Here's a look at one of those spinning kicks, I'm sure. Here, watch it. She sets it up with the fake spin. Boom.
Oh, that landed flush on the jaw.
I think that benefits Cassandra a little bit more.
You can see they're having a conversation right now. The referee, Kenny Vassar, just said third and final round, and Jenna just looked at her and said, five rounds? This may be a 5-round fight. They both look very confused right now.
Let me kick ball.
Man, Kenny Sabertooth Vasquez too busy trying to chase down Wolverine to know how many rounds are on his fight.
Yeah, we just got a word from production here. This is a 3-round fight.
That's a detriment because that affects how you're gonna fight.
Yeah. When you know you have X amount of more rounds in front of you, you leave a little in the tank.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jenna's coming out though. She said, "Oh, this is the third and final round. It's time to go." She's coming out aggressive. She's closing the distance. She's fighting like somebody who's got something to lose here.
Yeah, that may be in the story where she was taking her time, biding her time in those first 2 rounds, but now it's time to go.
Yeah, her foot is on the gas.
And you can see the look in Cassandra's eyes is a little bit of a, hey, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a departure from you in the first 2 rounds.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like, I thought we were going, punch for punch, and eventually I'd get to land one of my big kicks.
I'd like to see more teeps from Jenna. It's just the taekwondo, the kickboxing, the back fist is utilized a lot.
Kenny's
but you gotta
gonna take a point.
Yeah.
And a fight this close.
This fight is up for grabs now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see that, but he's got to take the point. He's got to enforce the rule set.
Yeah.
That's the second time.
Yep, it is what it is.
That could very well change the nature of this fight.
40 seconds.
Let's see if Cassandra has any urgency now after that. Losing a point in a 3-round fight. Beautiful job by Jenna catching that kick.
Yeah, kind of dump trucking her with her shoulder.
Good old slipping of the head kick.
If that was Muay Thai, that would score big points. But
yeah. You must always stay on your feet in Muay Thai.
Yeah,
nice.
Jenna just
good,
a busier
good.
fighter right now.
Cracking kicks.
I'm impressed by the
urgency.
The urgency and the adjustments that Jenna's made.
Yeah.
She's adjusted very well in each round, and each time Cassandra's pulled out a new technique, she's adjusted. And I like what I see, every time Jenna throws a combination, very subtly touches her hands to her head, letting herself know, okay, my hands are back up, my hands are back up. Third round.
That was the third round.
Looks like they're debating still whether or not are we gonna have another round.
I mean, I wouldn't complain about watching another round of that fight, but
me neither.
We would need 2. It would have to be 2. It would have to be 5 rounds.
It looks like this is gonna be a 3-round fight.
I figured that much.
All right, we're going to 5.
Awesome, 5-round fight. Let's do it.
I don't think anybody's complaining.
Not at all.
Yeah, we are going 5. I just got confirmed from the Athletic Commission.
I'm thinking Jenna is going to turn up the pressure a bit.
Because we saw that was the adjustment once she realized, oh, we're in the later half of the rounds. She made that adjustment in round 3. I'd like to see her keep her foot on that gas pedal.
When Jenna comes in, I just want her to take her head off the center just a little bit. Cassandra moving well. Cracking kicks.
Jenna's really come out much more aggressively in these last 2 rounds.
Yeah.
It's almost like she kind of wanted to see what Cassandra had in the first 2 rounds.
She's
now
definitely,
now that she's read her spins a little bit, say, okay, now I'm going to press her forward, let my hands go.
Yeah, and now that this is a 5-round fight, that point deduction doesn't hurt as much to Cassandra as it would in a 3-round fight.
The momentum is definitely switching in Jenna's favor at this point.
Jenna's now starting to feint, and Cassandra's biting a little bit on some of these feints that's allowing Jenna to get inside.
And though Cassandra was staying so close to the cage previously to use those big spinning attacks, now Jenna's adjusted her distance to where that's not really an option for Cassandra anymore.
See her measuring.
She's seeing everything now.
Boom. I feel like Jenna's definitely getting the better of the hand exchanges. Cassandra almost closes her eyes.
Yeah, Jenna definitely kind of downloaded the information of those first 2 rounds, made the adjustments. She seems to kind of have figured Cassandra out to some degree here in these last 2 rounds.
It's hard for Cassandra to get her offense going right now. It's just a lot of pressure for her.
Oh!
Wow. I said that.
Yeah, and you wonder how much now she got a point taken away for the spinning back fist, how much of a big part of the game is for her, and that she's kind of staying away from it going to be the last round.
Yes. Not 10.
I don't think anybody would complain. Maybe the fighters with 10 rounds is a lot.
I'm not quite sure who's winning the fight.
I hear you.
I'm going to lean slightly towards Jenna, mostly also because of the point deduction.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think she's definitely got the Oh! Wow! And the distance that we were just talking about, Cassandra lands a brutal head kick.
Wow.
And that flatline Jenna.
Wow.
Out of nowhere.
And she's still wobbling. Wow.
Wow.
What a fight.
We're going to need to see that again, please.
Wow. Hopefully everything's all right.
5th and final round.
Here we go. Gets the distance back. Settles in. Watches the little hand dip. Here. Bang.
Bang. Oh. That was right on the chin.
Right as she was throwing the cross.
Yeah, that cross came a little bit low.
Yep.
And Cassandra came over the top with that right leg.
Cassandra following the jab, right? Use her opponent's jab. Here it is in real time. Bang, follows the jab right back.
Wow. One of the more impressive knockouts we've seen in the Flex cage.
Exactly.
We would not have seen that had this ended in the 3rd round. Yeah. And that point deduction means
nothing.
0 now.
So again, here we get to watch it again.
Cassandra 5-0. Dangerous fighter.
Yeah. Bang, boom.
Perfect KO. Wow.
Exactly. Borrowing Jenna's jab, just like we talked about earlier.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kenny Vasquez has called a stop to this contest at 15 seconds of round number 5. Declaring your winner by knockout! And now, Flex Fight Series welterweight kickboxing champion, Cassandra 𝐒𝐰𝐞𝐫!
Cassandra, the champ, earning herself a little bit of hardware. Her moment with David De La Rocca, and then yet another with me and Cassandra Fit.
Cassandra, wow, what a knockout. You're the new champion here. There seemed to be a little bit of confusion. We thought it was 3 rounds, 5 rounds. I think everybody here is glad it went to the 5th and final round there. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
took a bit of time. I kind of was patient, waiting for the moment, and pulled off in the last round. So I'm really happy. I was really excited. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait for the next one.
That's going to be one of the knockouts that lives on the highlight reels for a long time, not just in flex, but in fighting in general. It might send you viral tonight. Now, I got a question for you. You got docked a point for the spinning back fist. Did that kind of affect your game plan in the next 2 rounds after that? Did you have to make some adjustments? It looked like that was a big part of your game.
No, that was just kind of something we had been practicing. I didn't realize we were supposed to do that, sorry. But I just decided to try it out, and obviously that wasn't supposed to happen, so, but it's something we're working on.
Well, obviously you have plenty of tools to go and draw on, and you got the job done with one of the most